comes every Friday with Asu Barbecue. Asuya joints available all day. We have a whole capacity of about 1,500 for your occasions. Welcome to ANT Presidential Hotels, Kilometer 5, Ilesha, Owo Expressway, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 081-4633-5949 and 070-1222-6282. ANT Presidential Hotels. Comfort, class, redefined.
The prestigious NTA Television College, widely recognized for its professionalism and excellence in media training, has achieved another significant milestone. In addition to its existing affiliation with Ahmadu Bello University Zaria for the award of a degree in mass communication, the college has now received official approval from the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, to commence National Diploma, ND programs in mass communication and multimedia. Additional programs are also in progress. Admission requirements: a minimum of 5 O-level credit passes in relevant subjects. For National Diploma ND programs, minimum JAMB admissible score of 100. For degree programs, recommended JAMB score of 180 and above. This is a great opportunity to become part of the college's growing legacy in media and broadcast education. For more information, visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng. Call these following numbers: 0803-838-4343, 0806-980-9897. Announcer Management.
The FIFA World Cup 2026 is here. Watch all 104 matches live on Star Times, from the opening match to the final showdown.
And this time, it's not just watching, it's watch and win.
Subscribe or buy a Star Times decoder and stand a chance to win the 10 million naira grand prize, plus many exciting prizes nationwide with subscription packages starting from just 4,000 naira. Recharge now via Star Times app or visit any Star Times office or dealer outlet near you.
Star Times, enjoy digital life.
On the news tonight, Ondo APC members, supporters harp on unity ahead 2027 polls. Ondo set to domesticate women economic empowerment policy. Good evening and you're welcome to Nta Akure News at 7. I am Abdul Karim Ahmed. Now the news. President Bola Tinubu has nudged the Nigerian media to see themselves as partners in national development while also collaborating and protecting the nation, particularly in the fight against insecurity. President Tinubu spoke at the inaugural annual presidential press corps dinner at the State House Conference Center, Abuja. State House correspondent Musbah Dan Wahab reports.
Here was a gathering of men of a pen in the highest office in the country. They pride themselves as the most elitist press corps on the continent. And this night, the news writers and tellers around the presidency are making the news themselves with this social get-together with the Frost family. It was a night to relax and also to reward excellence in various sectors. A captain of industry, Aliko Dangote, is among the recipients of non-membership award for his bold investments in the oil sector, while FCT Minister Nyesom Wike was honored for driving fast-paced infrastructure developments in the capital city. NTA's Nicholas Okechukwu won Long Service Media Award along other members of the corps.
My colleagues in the press corps remain committed to the Nigerian project and to supporting your renewed hope agenda through professional reporting. We believe that responsible journalism strengthens institutions, attracts domestic and foreign investment, and builds public confidence. We therefore pledge to continue to report the activities of this presidency with fairness and rigor.
And President Bola Tinubu, a media entrepreneur himself, becomes the grand patron of the corps.
I especially want to appreciate each of you for your tireless efforts in covering the State House and keeping Nigeria informed about the activities of our administration.
The President acknowledged the role of the media in the struggle for the country's independence and in nurturing its democracy so far. He conversed continual commitments in this regard, even as he pointed to some inconsistencies in the editorials.
One day I read in the headline that I said Tinubu's cost big in the economy and Nigeria economy is expanding. The very next day, the same newspaper turned to another page, and saw the backline. I encountered another headline: Nigeria's economy falters as Tinubu loses grip.
On state affairs, President Tinubu recounted progress and gains of his reforms in various sectors, while also seeking the collaboration of the media, particularly in the fight against insecurity.
At the time when our nation is tackling security threats, neutralizing thousands of criminal elements, and rescuing hostages, the media should not become amplifier for those who wish to harm us. The media must resist the temptation of becoming megaphones for terrorists and kidnappers. We must protect our nation.
Our democracy is a preferred system of government. Why? Because you as pressmen have the opportunity to criticize, to advise, to caution, to warn, and even to insult without having midnight knocks.
Let us recommit ourselves to the values that sustain democracy, freedom, responsibility, professionalism, mutual respect, and constructive engagement.
The Presidential Press Corps dinner is expected to be an annual event. From the State House, Musbau and Wahab, NT News.
Moving on, the All Progressives Congress, APC in Ondo State, is rallying support for the candidates recognized by the party's National Working Committee, emphasizing unity as the foundation for electoral success. This was at the Akure Airport, where supporters, party faithful and leaders of various campaign groups gathered to receive the candidates, expressing confidence in the party's leadership and reaffirming their commitment to working together for victory at the polls. Ayomide Olowoyo reports.
Party members, supporters and well-wishers gathered at the Akure Airport to receive the candidates of All Progressive Congress, recognized by the Party National Working Committee, in a show of solidarity and renewed confidence ahead of the forthcoming general election. Addressing the gathering, the candidates expressed appreciation to the party leadership and supporters for their confidence, while calling on supporters of other aspirants to embrace reconciliation, close rank, and work together in the overall interest of the party.
They have given me the mandate to represent them in Abuja, and they should expect quality representation. They should expect policy-driven administration. They should know that we will collaborate with the executive and do the best for their people. That we enjoy the dividend of democracy. That is what I'm ready to do for my people.
Party leaders and supporters described the recognition of the candidates as a significant step towards strengthening the party's electoral prospect. They urge members to remain united, loyal, and committed to grassroots mobilization in preparation of the general elections.
One thing that we need to do in APC, especially in Ondo State, we need to put APC together. And then we have the leader of the party, that is the governor of the party. And then it should be magnanimous in either losing or in victory, because everybody in Ondo State, APC, we are supposed to be a family. And then what we are doing today, all of us, I believe, are doing it.
The APC candidate, they are good candidates from the local government. They are good candidates. because, you know, everybody come from different local governments.
The reception marked the candidates' official unwelcoming as they reaffirmed their commitment to fostering unity within the party and working collectively to secure victory at the polls. In Akure, Ayomide Olowoyo, NTA News.
The Ondo State government has commenced a workshop on the domestication, readiness and consultative process for women economic empowerment policy as part of efforts to strengthen women's economic inclusion and promote sustainable development across the state. The workshop held in Akure brought together key stakeholders to review the policy framework and develop strategies for its effective implementation. Oluwakemi Ademola reports.
According to the United Nations, women play a vital role in driving economic growth and sustainable development. However, persistent structural, financial, and social barriers continue to limit their full participation in economic activities and access to productive resources. To address these challenges, Ondo State government convened a 5-day workshop with stakeholders drawn from key ministries, departments, and agencies, including the Ministry of Agriculture, Finance, Labor and Employment, Industry, as well as civil society organizations and market women associations. The workshop is designed to produce a comprehensive women economic empowerment policy and action plan aimed at expanding women's access to economic opportunities and improving their overall well-being across the states.
It will serve as a leverage with which the state government can carry out those economic empowerment for the women of Ondo State.
The domestication of the National Women Economic Empowerment Policy is being facilitated across states by the Nigeria Governors Forum to ensure its effective implementation at the subnational level.
We also think that the communities themselves must have a voice. And you look at what we have in the hall, we have rural women, urban women, we have entrepreneurs, we also have private sector that we are going to interact with, so that women can themselves say, what is it that we want, you know, in terms of economic empowerment.
Ondo State government reaffirmed its commitment to implementing policy, expressing confidence that it will strengthen women's economic participation, create more opportunities, and improve the livelihoods of women across the states.
I want to tell you that the advantage, the benefits cannot be overemphasized. It's something that will transcend us all as a generation, because once it becomes a policy, this particular framework will ensure that every woman, whether in urban, peri-urban areas or rural communities, are identified and empowered without having to lobby.
At the end of the workshop, recommendations and implementation roadmap will be presented to the state government to guide the effective domestication and execution of the Women Economic Empowerment Policy. In Akure, Oluwakemi Ademola, NTA News.
Constitutional interpretation and electoral governance have again come under focus with a presentation of a new book by data scientist and geometric analyst Shola Elekon titled Completion of Term Geometric Analysis of the 1999 Constitution. The book launch, held in Akure as part of activities marking his birthday celebration, drew practitioners, academics, traditional rulers, and other well-wishers who described the publication as a valuable contribution to constitutional discourse in Nigeria. Amide Oluwoyo reports.
The publication, Completion of Term, a geometric analysis of the 1999 Constitution, examined constitutional provisions relating to completion of tenure under Nigeria's 1999 Constitution. The book presentation also coincided with activities marking the birthday celebration of its author, Shola Elekon. Reviewing the publication, Professor Mojisola Egunlayi described the book as a timely scholarly contribution, noting that it highlights the need for greater clarity on constitutional provisions relating to completion of tenure at all levels of government in order to minimize recurring legal disputes.
If there is going to be a completion of term, then there should be a specific time specified. So I think that's also
Summary of the whole book.
Speaking on the motivation behind the book, Shola Elekon said the work was inspired by the need to provide deeper insight into Section 182, subsection 3 of the 1999 Constitution and contribute meaningfully to ongoing discourse on constitutional interpretation and electoral governance.
When somebody spends more than 3 years in an office, it cannot be compared with somebody that spent one day in office. And the law is applying the same rules, discipline to both by saying that whoever completes the term of another person is not eligible to contest more than twice. My question was, what if somebody spent 1 day in office? Is the same penalty going to go to the same person that spent more than 3 years in office?
The book was formally unveiled by dignitaries at the event as the author announced that printed copies will soon be available. Guests, friends, colleagues, and associates also paid glowing tribute to celebrate both publication and the author's birthday.
He's a young man that is always full of life. Whatever challenges that you have that is bothering you, anytime you are around him, he will always look for a way to comfort and console you. So I want to say that he's a God-given person to our society.
The book is a very good one to the current situation of governance that we have currently now in Ondo State, because the book is like a question to the geometric aspects. What are the terms? What are the terms for a particular governor to run again? And also it's telling us that we should know our civil rights.
The event concluded with cutting of birthday cake, marking the dual celebration of the author's birthday and the successful launch of his new book. In Akure, Ayomide Olowoyo, NTA News.
You're still watching Nta Akure News at 7. We shall be back in a moment. Please stay with us.
Prestigious NTA Television College, widely recognized for its professionalism and excellence in media training, has achieved another significant milestone. In addition to its existing affiliation with Ahmadu Bello University Zaria for the award of a degree in mass communication, the college has now received official approval from the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, commits National Diploma, ND programs in mass communication and multimedia. Additional programs are also in progress. Admission requirements: a minimum of 5 O-level credit passes in relevant subjects. For National Diploma ND programs, minimum JAMB admissible score of 100. For degree programs, recommended JAMB score of 180 and above. This is a great opportunity to become part of the college's growing legacy in media and broadcast education. For more information,
visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or call these following numbers: 0803-838-4343, 0806-980-9897. Announcer Management.
Many thanks for staying with us. Don't forget you can also watch us live on social media via our handles on Facebook and YouTube at Nta Akure. Now let's join Boluwatife Adeoti on business news.
The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has reduced its ex-gantry price of premium motor spirits, popularly known as petrol, from 1,125 naira per litre to 1,075 naira per litre. The latest adjustment represents a 50 naira or 4.4% reduction from the previous price and is expected to further intensify competition in Nigeria's downstream petroleum sector. In another development, Nigerian and Chinese business leaders have pledged to deepen bilateral trade and investment relations through expanded collaboration in exports, frontier artificial intelligence, healthcare, energy infrastructure, agriculture, and industrialization following the Nigeria-China Investment Summit in 2026 held in Lagos. The summit, organized by the Nigeria-China Investment Club under the theme Building Strategic Partnerships for Investment, Industrialization, Job Creation, and Sustainable Economic Growth between Nigeria and China, brought together government-backed Chinese investment in organizations and Nigeria private sector stakeholders to explore new investment opportunities. And that will be all on business news. In Akure, Boluwatife Adeoti, NTA News.